Today we'll talk about something that needs much more concern than what it is getting. We all say necessity is the mother of invention. So we can say that whatever invention has been made till date, they all were made basically for the good of the people. But then if it was made for good, why things went upside down? The thing is that the world is full of people who are good as well as few people who are bad. So technology remains the same, but its uses may differ. For example, the internet that we are using, it is, if we go back in the history, it was a project started in 1960s, and it was started for Advanced Research Project Agency network. It was a network so that the scientists across the different parts of the countries could work, and they could share their work, and they could work faster that way, efficient way. So that was started in specifically 1969. It came as an established network. So what internet we have today is it has its history back to that ARPANET. For example, like we have this BSNL, like the landlines that we had, that was started. So now earlier it was only BSNL, now we have so many telecom companies. Similarly, we have right now internet. So whatever internet that we use, the internet that we surf, we search, when we Google something, so all these internet just compromises of just 4% of the total internet. That is, rest 96% comes under deep web, and if you go even deeper, that is called your dark web. So what is dark web and what is deep web? Deep web, as the name suggests, it is deeper than the superficial web. All the details are not available in Google search. For example, if I am running one finance company, if I am running some organization, or I belong to some government agency, then all the details, if you search over the Google, you're not going to find that. Such a certain database that is there in the server but not available to the public in Google searches, not available for the search engines, such are called deep webs. For accessing those web, you need credentials of that particular application, then only you can surf that. Now comes the dark web. So why it is called dark web? The reason it is called dark web, because this is a place that nobody knows where the server is located, and this is primarily quoted as dark web because most of the wrong things, the crime, you can say, the crime that happens in this. Now again, this dark web which started, even the purpose of dark web was not evil. It was meant for anonymity of the internet user. For example, once you sit on the web and you purchase something, say for example shoes. If you are purchasing shoes for the first time, next time when you sit down on your computer and you start buying something, then you'll see so many ads will come to you, and those would be pertaining to your shoes. So how come the browser knows that you are one potential candidate for buying the shoes? That's because once you're online, there's so many agencies, they are keeping an eye over you. They are keeping a track over each of your clicks, each of the websites you are visiting, each of the search keywords that you are typing. So in order to protect the users, internet users, from being snooped, the concept of this anonymity browsing came, and it was also one of the projects that was started by US Defense for certain research, or you can say even now they are using it as a trap for the criminals. So what you known as the Tor network. There, as I gave you an example, that earlier it was only BSNL that provided us the mobile or telecom facilities, but now we have so many other companies. Similarly, Tor is one of the browsers that one uses in the dark web, but in near future there could be many. Though we have alternatives of hiding our identity, our IP address using virtual private networks. But then again, VPN, if you are using one VPN, then you may be traced sooner or later. The other option is that you can have multiple VPNs. But what will happen is that if you use multiple VPNs, your internet speed is going to be very slow. So most of the people who opt for unanimity, they go for Tor browser. And it is using this Tor browser that you can do many things, and people won't be able to track your IP. But then again, since it is also like having a set of VPNs, or the routers, it has many more routers, so definitely even that can be traced. And in fact, it is said that this dark web is also the Tor browser, and one of the financiers of this Tor network is even Microsoft is financing it, and even US government is financing it. So it is said that it is intentionally being kept as a trap for the criminals, so that the criminals can be trapped. So why is it this Tor a hub for the people, and why is it so safe for them to use dark web using Tor like network, or you call it onion routing? So why do they use it, and why is it so simple? It is simple because usually when you make a website, you have a server, and there you host your pages. But then when you use Tor, your computer itself becomes the server, and the things are stored there. Until and unless you go to if you visit some malicious sites, you are in no danger. But then once you visit any malicious site, your system may be hacked. So it is always advised not to visit any dark websites, because you would be the first victim over there. Besides that, another thing that is happening in dark web that is very, very alarming is that dark web is being used for getting the data, the public data, very, very sensitive data. Like for example, in many cases you must have visited any Xerox place where you wanted to get photocopied your documents. So you should be really careful about how you're getting those documents photocopied, because what generally they do, people with criminal mind, they will give you one copy and they can scan it and keep it with themselves and sell your data later. Even like whenever you visit malls, they ask for you your mobile number, your email address. Please avoid giving that, because this is a huge business. You can sell your data on dark web and you can earn money. So never give your data. Data is actually the real oil these days, so do not spend your data just like that. So I'll show you now how simply we can make a website in the dark web. But the purpose, what I'm showing you, but I don't advise you to make a website in dark web, because your system may be hacked. Because once you are accessing any website in the dark web, you have a full potential to be hacked. So never ever get into it. But you should know things, and you should know things. Why? Because once you know the things, you're able to protect yourself better. You know where things can go wrong. So let's see it. So let's see how we can create a website on dark web using Tor browser. So first thing that you will be needing is Tor. torproject.org. This is the website, official website from where you should download it. Please do not download it from any other website that could be having malware. Download it directly from this torproject.org. Here you can see download Tor. You can download for Windows or any operating system, or if you're using for Android, you can download it from here. You can click here and download. Since I already have it, so I'm cancelling it. Once you have downloaded, you need to run it, install it. Once you install it, you'll have a folder on your system that would be named Tor browser. And next thing that you need is to have a server. Here I am using XAMPP server. I'm using this, and as I already told you, in the dark web, whatever websites are hosted, they are not hosted on any other system. It's in server or something. It is in your local computer itself. Like whenever you make a website, you first check it on your local host and then you publish it. So out here, everything is stored in your local computer itself. The moment you shut down your system, the website will be lost. It won't be accessible. So where it is stored, we'll go to our folder. This is my XAMPP folder, my server folder, and all my files that shall be published is here in htdocs. This is my index file. Here I have written the code, is the index page that I'll publish, and this is the folder called files, which will have all the files that I can share easily on the dark web. So this here can be any files. So actually when you are using Tor network, it's a kind of web service you're running from your local computer to anyone you give the address of your website. So once you install it, then in Tor browser you'll get your Tor domain that will have your host name. Now this is the host name. The URL that I have got for my website is this. If I share somebody this link and /files, he or she can get access to my system and take all the files from my system. So let me open localhost here. See, this is the website I am opening here on my local computer, and if I want to see the files that I have kept, so these are the files that can be easily downloaded. Now the URL that has been given to me is this, so I'll copy this and I'll open the Tor browser. As you can see, generally what we have in normal .com, .in, here any website that is being generated, that is given an extension of .onion. As you can see, it's taking a lot of time to open. Why? Because as I already explained, when you use Tor, they use a series of relays, means a series of VPNs you can say, that are being it's open source, so many people they voluntarily have this relays and they connect with this Tor network. So it took so much time to open this. So what now you're opening is the content in my local disk. If I share this URL with anyone, they can open it on their system. Now it's so easy to share the files. If I write here server name /files. See, I'm able to see the same files, and now it can be easily downloaded. So now I hope you can understand how easy it is to sell off any sensitive data on dark web. It doesn't require so much of skill. It's as simple as this. So why I'm saying this, not because you should host one, but because you should take precaution of how not to share your sensitive data so easily, like you going to malls, giving away numbers, or downloading any apps on your mobiles and giving away your data. So this is it. Now let's see something more about Tor. See, like I told you, this Tor, it works on relays. Now you can see the relays that I was talking about, VPNs, the different VPNs they use. Why is it so slow? Because Tor uses a relay of networks of VPNs, so you can see the network response is very slow. See how the jump is happening. Germany and all, so many VPNs are involved. You can see the privacy, Tor network, security, all these functions are there. So it's not that you have to be really scared of it, but definitely you need to take the precaution. So as I said, only 4% is what we call surface web, then comes your deep web, and then dark web, which consists of sites that use public internet but require specific software for access and is not indexed by search engine. And why we need this? So that we can maintain anonymity, so that nobody can track us or trace or snoop on us. Facebook is among the first very famous social networking sites that has a URL in Onion Tor networking. You can open this. It has more than 1 million users. I mean, it's already popular. People have already started using this Tor browser because 1 million people are accessing Facebook, I mean, over this Tor network, so that they are anonymous. People are not able to snoop on them. But I definitely do not advise you to access Facebook through here, because it may happen that these some dark websites steal your credentials from here. See, you can see all the websites opening really slow. That's just because they are using a relay of networks, so it's very slow. Actually, it has really been uploaded that Facebook has taken the dive into this dark web and using it. Neither Twitter nor Google has used it. So as you log in through your normal Facebook, you can go to Tor browser and log in from here. Here you'll have to put on this credentials, but I again repeat, I do not advise you to use it. See, the only difference is here, you have to write .onion. So anyone can access the dark web, even you. Using the dark web won't give you a virus, but you need to be safe. You may find your data or company data. Bitcoin is the currency that people prefer out here, because definitely most of the things that are being done is illegal. So they cannot have a legal transactions for that, an online legal transactions for that. So they prefer the tender that is till now doesn't have many strict guidelines, or it's not a legal tender in India, So that is being used. Tor directs internet traffic through a free worldwide volunteer overlay network that I already have shown you. And these are layered. And this overlay networks is a computer network that is layered on top of another network. So it's something, it has analogy to your onions, the way onions are layered, hence the name. So this was the URL that I showed, that once you go and create your dark web website, then you will get this kind of URL through Tor. And Tor is one of the browsers that we have right now. In future we have many more. So if it is so simple, why do I scare you always not to use it? Because numerous data leaks happened, especially in the second quarter of 2020. Cyber found that more than 20 million Taiwan citizen data were on sale in this dark web. Even an Indian company, that is BML, its data was leaked out here. It's a dangerous place where we have many malicious actors, so it is better not to visit it. The dark web is useful for anything that requires greater privacy than that which is available when surfing the surface web. So what is the danger? The danger is the data leaks. There are many malware authors that offer various types of attack tools. You can buy them. This is the reason there's a high spike, like we have say 600 times more attack during this COVID, because nowadays this is very easily available. There in dark web you have malware authors that will provide you ransomware as service, phishing kits, remote access trojan exploits, botnets, and many other things, and all kind of drugs and this weapon, illegal weapon, sex trafficking, etc. is being carried out here. So in case, I do not advise, but in case if you are entering it, be cautious. Don't just do anything out of curiosity. As I already said, this I have installed just to show it, and before installing I have taken out all the data from my system, and I will format the system after this tutorial is over, and then I will start my system afresh. And Tor alone is not enough. Once you are using dark web, you need certain software like Tails to hide your IP address, and take necessary precaution like I told you before showing this simple demo. Though I did not visit any dark website, still I took backup of all my data, and after finishing this video I'll format my system and again make it fresh. So you have to need precautions, and once you're using dark web, do not just jump to your surface web immediately. So that's it. Thank you.